Hello, second grade. Today we're going to be talking about another food group from My Plate. But if you remember last class, we talked all about the fruit group. We talked about the vitamins and the minerals and the importance of eating a variety of colors. Today we're going to be talking about yet another group on My Plate that is also colorful and filled with vitamins. Any guesses? The vegetable group is right. Today we will be talking all about the vegetable group. Today we will be talking about the serving size. How many vegetables do you think you should eat in one day? Now we know half of our plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables, but how much is enough? Remember that vegetables, like fruit, are important for our bodies, but too many can lead to tummy aches and sick bodies. The right amount of fruits, if you remember from last class, is 1.5, like you're picking grapes off of a vine. So 1.5 cups of fruit a day, and vegetables is also important, and we should be having 3 cups of these a day. How I remember 3 cups is imagining carrots in the ground. When I was growing up, my dad used to plant carrots, and the carrots that he planted would always come out shaped much differently than what you see at the grocery store. There was one time I was picking a carrot, and that carrot had 3 hooked together. That is how I remember 3 cups of vegetables a day. Now let me give you a clue to see if you can guess yet another vegetable that has lots of vitamins in it. Clue number 1, it is green. Clue number 2, you can eat it raw or cooked. Narrowing down your options. Clue number 3, it grows wild in a field. And clue number 4, it is shaped like a spear. Any guesses what vegetable I'm thinking of? Asparagus. Do you enjoy eating asparagus? This is one of my favorite vegetables I enjoy eating, and it is loaded with lots of vitamins and minerals. We're going to go on an adventure with Captain Creates. He is going to take you on an adventure foraging for asparagus. Maybe you can find asparagus near your home. Let's check out this adventure.
Hello, adventurous allies. Captain Create here. A little while ago, one of my friends found a bunch of asparagus while opening a blind bag. I see a spear, fighting, or I can't think of any angry vegetables. Let's see what it is. Ooh, oh, look, it's an asparagus bunch. Oh, and look how cute, it has a tiny little rope. That's awesome, I love it. But how many of you even know what asparagus is?
Me, what is that?
Asparagus is a delicious and nutritious vegetable. And when I say delicious, I mean it. You can roast them, grill them, eat them raw, and more.
Oh, that looks yummy.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Asparagus is also super nutritious. It gives you lots of vitamins like A, C, E, B vitamins like riboflavin, thiamine, folate, and minerals too, like potassium.
Wow, that's a lot.
What makes it even better is that you can find it yourself because asparagus grows in the wild. Crikey! Nah, not that kind of wild, but just outside depending on where you live. You just have to know where to look. So I've asked some friends for help.
Hi kids, my name is Karen. I am Captain Create's friend, and I have some friends with me today. This is Addie and Avery, and they have come out to the field with Addie and Julie to pick asparagus. Did you know that wild asparagus grows in fields that farmers have? It grows in hay fields and it grows in ditches. So that asparagus that you find at the store could have came from a farmer's field. We're gonna learn some stuff today, right guys? Okay, let's go.
Asparagus is ready for picking in the spring, which is a great time to get outside.
I found one!
Addie, how do we know if that asparagus is good to eat?
Because it doesn't have seeds all over it.
I see you holding scissors. Are you gonna cut it with scissors?
Then you snap it so it's smaller.
Why don't you eat the long stem?
Because it's woody. And
It
it's
tastes-
hard to eat.
Addie just found us a huge asparagus. This one is probably from a plant that's been here a while. Maybe it's been here 15 years. See how round it is?
Asparagus plants can keep growing spears for 10 to 20 years.
That's older than me.
Hey, good job, guys. Did you just find some more?
Three pieces. 1, 2, 3.
3 pieces right together? Awesome.
And then these ones are seeded out.
So the seeded out ones, do you cut them or do you leave them?
You cut them and then they'll grow back as good ones.
Sounds good.
All seeded out. And if it's seeded out, it tastes crunchy, so you don't like them.
You want to pick those seeded ones out to the bottom. That way they'll come back next year and be fresh asparagus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you find another one, guys? Let's see.
Yeah.
That looks like a good one. What's your favorite part about hunting for asparagus?
Eating it afterwards.
What about you, Julie?
It's kind of like a little scavenger.
It is like a scavenger hunt. That's awesome.
Put that in my bag. Put that in my bag. Put it in the bag. I found 3. Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah, there's the one. Here. This one does snap.
The spears grow back about every 5 days, so don't forget where you found them, because I guarantee you'll want more.
So sometimes they don't look exactly like what you see in the store, but they're still fresh and good.
You still eat them even if they look a little bit different?
Yeah,
Why does that one look different?
because it went a little bit seeded, but it's still good.
Okay, thanks for the tip. It's getting so warm and these kids are ready to go home and cook asparagus.
The best part of harvesting asparagus is eating it.
I like the crispy toast.
Weren't those great tips? I'm excited to find my own asparagus because it is so good. That's good. So go on your own asparagus scavenger hunt, or just find some at the market or store. Check out the links below for some awesome recipes, and don't forget to subscribe to Captain Create.
So fascinating, right? Have you ever noticed asparagus in fields near you? Hopefully you can find asparagus and have a tasty snack. Now we're going to talk about 4 important vitamins that vegetables give our bodies. Now remember, these different vitamins can be found in different colors of our rainbow, which is why it is so important to eat lots of different colors of vegetables. Our first clue is a cleaning rag. Why would our body need a cleaning rag? Cleaning the inside of our body is just as important as cleaning the outside of our body. I'm sure you take showers or baths and brush your teeth and wash your hands. These are ways we keep the outside of our body healthy. But the inside of our body is also just as important to keep clean and healthy. One thing that vegetable group gives us is something called fiber. Now, fiber is not a vitamin, but it is very crucial in keeping your body clean, which is why I think of a cleaning cloth. When we eat vegetables, fiber gets into our body and it goes through our bodies, cleans the inside, and comes out the other end. Our body cannot digest fiber. Fiber comes in one side and out the other, and it cleans our body in the process. We can find fiber in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which we'll talk about soon. Very important for a clean inside of our body. Our next clue of a vitamin that we find in the vegetable group, a heart. Now, why would we need to have a healthy heart? Many vegetables have potassium, which is a mineral, and vitamin K. Vitamin K helps our blood to be strong and healthy. This is very important as our whole body is filled with blood. We can find vitamin K in lots of different vegetables, especially vegetables that are the green group, like asparagus and avocado. Surely you can think of lots of other vegetables that belong in this color group. Here's a question. If you have the choice between a vegetable that is green and one is dark and one is light green, which would have more vitamins? The darker the color, the more rich and abundant vitamins that are found inside of that vegetable. So if you have a choice between a dark green lettuce or a light green lettuce, the dark green lettuce would be your healthiest choice. Lots more vitamins in there. Our next clue for a healthy vitamin, an eyeball. What vitamin do you think we can find that makes our eyeballs healthy? Vitamin A. And vitamin A can be found in our orange group. Carrots especially have a lot of vitamin A in them, and they help our body to be strong and healthy, which is also very important. All right, up next we have this sickly doll. This doll is very sick and is not eating any vitamin C. Vitamin C keeps our body from feeling like this. Surely you've had days when your body just felt icky on the inside. Maybe you had a cough, a headache, throwing up, or tummy aches. Those are very miserable and not fun. And vitamin C helps protect our bodies from this happening. It also helps our bodies to feel better when they do become sick. Everybody gets sick sometimes. Vitamin C can help our bodies to not get sick and feel better faster. All of these vitamins and fiber and minerals can be found in each of these different colors of the rainbow. Eating lots of colors is very important for our body to get the nutrients that it needs to be healthy and strong. Let's practice making a healthy snack. This healthy snack will use lots of our favorite colors of vegetables and give our body the minerals and the vitamins to be strong and healthy and keep our insides clean. Let's make this treat. Today we're going to be making 2 vegetable recipes. Now, a great thing about vegetables is you can have a vegetable snack without even making anything. You can eat some broccoli, radishes, peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots. You can eat vegetables all on their own. Now, I know there are people that don't love the taste of vegetables, so they prefer to dip them in ranch. Maybe you're one of these people. Ranch isn't the healthiest option, so today we're going to be making a different type of dip. This dip tastes very similar to ranch, but it doesn't have all the calories and unhealthy things that ranch does. So the base of our vegetable dip is plain yogurt. Now you can get this big container at the grocery store for $2. It is very inexpensive. Now we know yogurt doesn't belong in the vegetable group. Bonus points if you can guess what group yogurt belongs in. The dairy group. We are going to be using some different food groups in this snack because remember, having a My Plate snack is the healthiest snack. We get all the vitamins from the different food groups. So we're going to begin with 1 or 2 big scoops of this plain yogurt. Now what plain yogurt is it is yogurt without any flavoring. So if you like strawberry yogurt, vanilla yogurt, the strawberry and vanilla flavoring have been added to the yogurt. This yogurt does not have any sweetness or sugar added to it. So it makes a really tasty base for a vegetable dip. So I'm just gonna stir that around, get it softened up, and then I'm gonna add my spices. So simple. Now you can do any spices that you have in your spice cupboard at home. Even just salt and pepper would be a very bland but fine dip to make with your vegetables. I'm going to use 6 spices today. Now again, you can use any spices. If some of the spices I use today don't sound very tasty to you, you can substitute them for different ones at your house. I'm going to begin with pepper. And you can put as much in as you want. I have about a half a teaspoon right here, but you can use as much or as little. You can always add more for more flavor. I have some sea salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some parsley, like little leaves. They add a lot of flavor, and some dill weed. Dill weed tastes very similar to dill pickles. That's why it has that taste and that flavor. It comes from a dill plant. All right, and then I'm just gonna mix it up. How does it look? Just like ranch dip, right? It tastes very similar to ranch dip. A lot of the spices I use today are found in ranch dip. Now I can use this dip to dip vegetables, and I can also use it for my next snack. So I can dip any color of vegetables. I have some red bell peppers and some carrots here, and I'll be tasting this in just a second. Let's make our second snack. This snack begins with a cucumber. You can also find cucumbers at all the stores we have in town. They are very, very healthy for you. They have a dark green color on the outside and a lighter green, whitish color on the inside. Now I'm going to make a cucumber wrap. So I'm going to use a vegetable peeler, and you might need help from a grown-up to do this at home. But you're just going to peel off a strip, and we're going to use that strip to make a little turkey roll. So I'm just slicing strips with my vegetable peeler. And if you want a thicker cucumber, you could always have a parent help you to do a knife instead of a vegetable peeler. So now I have these cucumber strips. See, they're very thin. And I'm going to roll flavor into them. So I'm gonna take my cucumber strip. I'm gonna stack 2, maybe 3 on top, because my slices are pretty thin. So just like this, I'm going to add a little bit of my ranch dip that I made. Just like that, and that helps it to stay in place. I'm going to use a little bit of cheese, which belongs also in the dairy group. Gives us some other vitamins, and a piece of turkey. So this sounds a lot like a turkey sandwich, right? Most turkey sandwiches have cucumbers and cheese and turkey on them, and even some type of dip like mayo or a ranch dip. So the only thing we're missing in this sandwich roll-up is bread, right? And you just roll it right up and you have a turkey roll. These are so delicious. You can always dip them in more of your ranch flavoring. Let's give our ranch flavoring a taste. I'm gonna use a bell pepper. These are one of my favorite vegetables, especially the red. I love red vegetables. Okay, dipped it in my flavoring. So good. It really tastes just like ranch. I would think it was ranch if I didn't know any better. Why don't you try to create a vegetable dip at your house? Remember, plain yogurt and spices is all you need, and you can dip all colors of vegetables with all different colors of vitamins. Should we taste our cucumber roll also? So good. It tastes a lot like a wrap that you would have in a tortilla. Delicious. Try these recipes at home. Let's learn about our activity we'll be doing outside today. Today for your outdoor activity, you'll be getting exercise, keeping your body healthy by playing a game called Fruit, Veggie. This game is very similar to Duck, Duck, Goose, which I know you've all played before. When the teacher says it's time, you'll stand up and head outside and sit in a big circle. One person that the PE teacher chooses will be it, and they'll go around the circle. Right over the people's head, they'll say fruit, veggie. When you hear veggie, you are it. You'll chase the person around the circle and sit back in your seat. Try to give everybody a turn and letting them have the chance to be the caller. Have a great time playing this and giving your body exercise. Remember, exercise is just as important for your body as eating healthy. Keeping your body healthy by eating important foods so that we find on my plate. Eating lots of colors and exercising every day will help you to stay healthy, not get sick, and be strong and healthy. See you next time. Goodbye.